Welcome to Click for IB Biology. We're studying C3.2, Defense Against Disease, the infectious diseases. And in this particular video, we're going to look at the case of HIV leading to AIDS. There's a PDF of this presentation that's linked in down in the description beneath the video. And there you will also find a link to a quiz where there would be 10 questions. These are short answer questions. Answers are provided, and you can use that to check out your understanding of the content. So HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus, and so the name gives us a clue as to what's going to be happening. There's going to be a deficient immunological system. So let's see how we get to this point. So already in our learning, we've discovered that the pathogen is presented both to the humoral and to the cytotoxic system. And then we have, so that's the presentation and the selection of the appropriate T cell and B cell that corresponds to this particular pathogen. With the assistance of a T helper cell, the B cells and the T cells have enhanced cell division to form clones. So there's a great proliferation of these cells to produce a large number of plasma cells and their antibodies. And then on the cytotoxic side of the discussion, we would get a large number of cytotoxic cells produced. So what I've just described is a synopsis of the normal response to the presence of a pathogen. However, in the case of HIV infection, HIV will then preferentially, it will attack the T helper cells, and in particular those known as CD4 type cells. The consequence of this is that we will then either have no or reduced levels of plasma cells and antibodies. And so this will not happen, and we would not get the cytotoxic cells produced. This would mean that the pathogen which had presented itself to the individual will then be able to fare well. It will proliferate itself and will eventually cause that particular disease. Now, HIV will target a wide variety of CD4s. It's not entirely random, but a range of CD4 cells are attacked by the HIV cell, the HIV virus, resulting in two overall effects. First one is the increased viral load from replicating inside the actual CD4 cell. And the second feature would be that we will end up suppressing, so there's a suppression of specific responses specific to an antigen, that is to say. Over time, the individual who is HIV positive and without treatment would progress to what is known as AIDS, which is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. And the syndrome tells us about what we are, the condition that we're looking at. The syndrome always indicates that there's a wide range of conditions and that they're variable from one person to the other. And that's because the immunodeficiency which the individual experiences is very individual, very personal, and a consequence of the particular pathogens in which they encounter. Now, there are considerable steps forward in the treatment of HIV, including where the person's viral load is eliminated, but that is not the subject of this particular video. Here we were just discussing the impact that it has on the actual adaptive immune response. In the next video, we're going to take a look at antibiotics and of antibiotic resistance. The link is there, a chance to subscribe to the channel, and the playlist for your convenience.